We all know Kirby, that cuddly pink puffball with an insatiable appetite, has been adorning our gaming screen since the original Game Boy. Kirby's cute aesthetic, paired with his copy ability stealing powers by devouring his enemies, has captured the hearts of 2D platforming enthusiasts for over 30 years. And while Kirby has been in dozens of 2D adventures, it wasn't until 2022 where he had his first truly 3D adventure with the release of my favorite Kirby game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
This was a game changer for Kirby, not only because it introduced him to a brand new dimension, but also because it was his biggest Switch game to date, a must-have for every Switch owner. It's even getting a Switch 2 upgrade really soon. And what is this one called? Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Star-Crossed Worlds. Why are these titles so long?
So while we wait for the upcoming DLC for this great game, I figured why not take a look at the original and see how Forgotten Land has aged over the years. By the way, this is still technically the Switch 1 version. I'm just playing it on the Switch 2 as the new version hasn't come out yet.
So how is Kirby in the Forgotten Land? Is it a delectable delight, or is it a meal that Kirby himself wouldn't be able to stomach? Let's find out.
We start the game with Kirby on planet Popstar, but uh-oh, is that a wormhole? Not again! Kirby and the inhabitants of Dreamland get sucked up into the Forgotten Land, and after a bit of driving, Kirby finds Elfilin and a bunch of captured Waddle Dees. Kirby and Elfilin must work together to rescue all the Waddle Dees in the Forgotten Land, and that's the game!
It's as much as you would expect from a Kirby game when it comes to story. He's in a new world, he's collecting the collectibles, which are Waddle Dees. It gets the job done.
Everything screams adorable. Kirby looks cute, the Waddle Dees look so sad in their cages. I'm half expecting Sarah McLachlan to appear on screen with a tearjerker of a song, a heart-wrenching take, and ask for donations. You gotta save the Waddle Dees, or their sadness will make me sad.
Hello, I'm Cherry D with the Save Waddle Dees Foundation. Every minute you don't subscribe to a random bald man, a helpless Waddle Dee is put in a cage, captured by an Wolfie, or is deprived of their meal at the Waddle Dee Kirby Cafe. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, or give a snack to Kirby to help out these poor, sad Waddle Dees.
And the Forgotten Land is hauntingly beautiful. It's typical for Kirby games to have bright, colorful levels, but with a hint of environmental storytelling in each area. These are cool locations, like a city covered in green, a beach, a theme park, and desert areas, and more. These places not only look aesthetically pleasing, but they also show a once populated world with more than just whimsically hostile creatures. God, even the enemies are adorable. So cute, Kirby could just eat them up. Welp. Along with being able to float up high, Kirby can also suck up any enemy of his choosing. And he can either spit the enemy back out, or use his copy abilities to become a Kirby version of the enemy he just ate. There's quite a few you can get. Sword, Cutter, Spike, Ice, Tornado, and some of my personal favorites, Fire and Ranger. AKA Kirby with a gun. Kirby has always had this power from the very beginning, and it translates perfectly to Forgotten Land's 3D goodness. You can use these power-ups to make fighting baddies easier, getting certain challenges completed, or rescuing Waddle Dees. Lots and lots and lots of Waddle Dees. Speaking of Waddle Dees, most of these guys can be found hanging out around the worlds you explore, but several are rescued in different ways. Things like completing challenges, finding certain foods, or finding wanted posters? Is Kirby wanted dead or alive? I really like Kirby's abilities. Each outfit fits their loadouts perfectly, and I truly appreciate how each set of powers changes up the gameplay mechanics, allowing for all sorts of different ways to tackle challenges. It encourages replayability and experimentation with stages, and can add different ways to search every nook and cranny to find things. It's a lot of fun and very rewarding. The main collectibles are the Waddle Dees, which I've mentioned before, but you can also find these multicolored coins. We'll talk about those later, and figurine capsules that'll give you random minigame figures of game characters or objects at the end of each level. How nice.
Enemies aren't the only thing that gives Kirby power in the Forgotten Land. Mouthful mode allows Kirby to inhale objects and essentially become them.
If Kirby inhales a car, he becomes the car. Kirby, if you will, and drives around. If he inhales a cone, he can dive headfirst into enemies or crack terrain. There are tons of other mouthful mode options too. Stairs, light bulbs, vending machines, water itself where you become a water balloon, and they all help out in their own ways throughout each level. Mouthful modes are super creative with how they impact the level design, and Kirby looks goofy with his jaw wrapped around massive things like cars. It gets you thinking about just what Kirby can inhale and become. I love it.
Okay, so the gameplay loop is going around each area, rescuing the Waddle Dees, and after 5 areas, you encounter a boss.
These bosses are pretty simple. Just use a power-up to fight, or suck up some stars and use your mouth bazooka. Then bam! They're dead. While the boss fights are simple, the boss designs are great. They're usually larger than Kirby, and while most of them have the same battle theme, one boss in particular... Yeah! Oh, this song is so good! Day-to-Day is a mainstay of the Kirby franchise, and for every theme the Royal Penguin has had, this has to be the best remix so far. The instruments, the guitar, the feels it makes me feel. It gets me so hyped. And that's not the only jam we got. The music in this game is wonderful, fitting each level to a T, whether the music is a peaceful melody, an exciting adventure, or dangerously ominous, the mood is set perfectly. And trust me, despite all the cutesy vibes, Kirby can get ominous.
One of my favorite things about Forgotten Land, aside from the main adventure, is doing all the side content, which not only is fun in itself, but also doing them makes the experience of the main adventure better. Let's start off by talking about the warp challenges.
Warp areas consist of small challenges you must complete with specific abilities. They are all optional, and you don't have to perfect your time to get the full benefit of each one, but there's just something about improving your runs that makes you want to take one more shot. Regardless of if you have the perfect time or not, as long as you beat the challenge, you get these rare stones. What are these rare stones used for? We'll discuss that later.
Because right now, I want to talk about one of my favorite hub worlds in any Nintendo game, Waddle Dee Town.
Yes, collecting the Waddle Dees serves a purpose outside of just being a good guy. They actually start re-inhabitating this new homeworld. As you complete the game and the Waddle Dee population becomes a population, you unlock more and more things to do in the hub area. There's quite a lot too, with some stuff like fun mini games or finding other items that help you out with your adventure. I've always appreciated how you can actually see the impact of going the extra mile with collecting the collectibles. Whether it's a trophy wall that slowly fills up as you go through the game, or a prestige merchant or something like that showing up, Forgotten Land takes it to a whole new level by having these Waddle Dees repopulate their land. The first unlocked area is the cafe, which, fun fact, is based on the Kirby Cafe in Japan. Each food item, the maximum tomato, the energy drink, the Kirby cake, and my personal favorite, the Kirby burger, are not only stuff you can eat, but you can also take them with you to go. Even more fun is that there is a cafe minigame where you have to serve food to the hungry Waddle Dees, even during the lunch rush. We gotta get 500 Kirby burgers, medium well done, stack! It's a fun little distraction from the main game, if you ever want to take a break from the grind. And again, it's a really cool Easter egg with the Kirby Cafe. And yes, you can get the Kirby dessert and the Kirby burger at the actual cafe in Japan. I want to go there one day. There are things like the post office, where you can use codes to redeem items in-game, whether it be codes you found online or ones hidden around the game. There's a motion control style mini-game, where you have to tilt a Kirby ball into a hole that's surprisingly challenging. That turns into an even harder challenge later. Just get in the hole, Kirby! And let's not forget about Wise Waddle Dee, where if you're missing a specific Waddle Dee or collectible, Wise Waddle Dee will tell you where it could be, along with telling you stats about everyone playing the game, like how many tomatoes everyone has consumed, and things like that. He's a wise addition to the game.
Talk a little bit about what's going on in this room, because I think there are some fascinating ramifications here for the future.
There's even a fishing minigame where you have to press the buttons as quickly as you can. And the higher the accuracy, and the more fish you get in a row, the bigger the fish. You can also get coins too. There's even a shop where you can get additional power-up add-ons to help you. And remember those gacha figure rewards you randomly get? Well, there are these gacha machines you can get using coins to get more figures. And what can you do with these figures? You can display them at Kirby's house. Yes, Kirby gets a house. He has property, unlike a majority of the millennial population. Kirby's house is more than a glamorized trophy case too. Here you're able to look at Kirby titles. I guess they knew Forgotten Land was going to be a lot of people's first Kirby experience. And finally, Kirby can take a nap and get this cute little bed animation. Look at Kirby falling off the bed. There are so many things you can do in Waddle Dee Town, and they have all honestly made it become one of my favorite homeworlds in any Nintendo game. The more you put into it, the more you try to save all the Waddle Dees, the better the town becomes.
And these are just the little things this place has to offer. We haven't even gotten to the really big stuff yet. Like, for example, the Coliseum.
Yes, in this small fishing grotto of a town, complete with a quaint cafe and a code house. There's a Coliseum where Kirby fights to the death. The Coliseum is essentially boss rush mode. You get access to all power-ups and health drops as you attempt to beat all the bosses you can before dropping. You either win out against the final boss of the tournament, or you lose. It's an endurance test even for Kirby, and again, offers tons of variety for beating enemies with the copy abilities you have. There's even a timer built in for you speedrunners out there. Honestly, Kirby is really good for speedrunning in general. Finishing the Coliseum will net you another one of those rare stones. Man, what is up with those anyway? Guess we'll never find out.
And now, in my opinion, the most important thing in Waddle Dee Town. The main thing that really changes up how you play the game. The Waddle Dee Weapon Shop.
Rare stones are one of the rewards you get throughout your journey, and they're not the only thing you tend to get. One of the other rewards is copy ability plans. If you take the rare stones to the Waddle Dee Weapon Shop, those copy ability plans can be upgraded to make copy abilities stronger and cooler looking. I love this so much, as it not only incentivizes you to find all those plans, but it also encourages you to do the extra challenges and Coliseum for those rare stones. These aren't just stat upgrades either. These upgraded copy abilities look insane, like the fire ability that upgrades into a lava ability and then into a dragon ability, or the bomb ability that upgrades to a homing bomb cluster and then to a homing bomb ability. And then there's my personal favorite, the Ranger ability, which upgrades to this colonial shooter Kirby and then into this Space Ranger Kirby.
You are a sad, strange little man.
You really see these copy abilities evolve visually and gameplay-wise, as each ability gets stronger and has more features when upgraded. This absolutely helps you get through the levels and enemies faster and with more ease. It's one of my favorite collectible rewards in any game.
All this and more not only makes Kirby and the Forgotten Land my favorite Kirby game, but also makes it one of my favorite platformers to date.
It's a beautiful setting with some of the most interesting mechanics I've ever seen in a platformer, and it translates the 2D style of gameplay to 3D so naturally. It's fun finding collectibles, it's fun looking around for secrets, and it's great seeing how you can play the same level with different abilities and never get bored. Top that off with an amazing homeworld of Waddle Dee Town and how there's so much to do that's not only fun, but improves upon the gameplay, and this is one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch. It's beautiful, adorable, it has so much charm and heart to it, and it's something that every Nintendo fan should play, whether they're a fan of Kirby or not. It's such a gem to play, and a personal favorite of mine. I am so glad it's getting a Switch 2 edition with better graphics and DLC. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is truly unforgettable.
Right now, there's a Waddle Dee who needs you. So subscribe now, and Waddle do the right thing. Kirby, I can't be specific on what snacks to give you, but I can tell them to get you any snack to help you in your quest to save the Waddle Dees.
Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and check out my other videos too. Special thanks to everybody who helped me out with the video. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Also an extra special thanks to my Patreon patrons, including Mantle Ferox, Blu-ray Joe 3, and Savacom. If you'd like to join the Patreon, the link is in the description below, along with my Blue Sky, Twitch, and Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good night.